WWE has had many enjoyable moments over the past couple of years filled with nostalgia, whether it was famous returns or famous heel turns. What's been lacking as well though is the logic that will make these storylines unforgettable. So today, I'm Joshua Freeman from the Two Small Marks Wrestling Show, and I'm going to break down 5 major failures from Triple H and WWE. And no, this is not me saying Vince should come back either. Also, while you're here, be sure to check out the Two Small Marks Wrestling Show, available on all audio platforms on Saturdays. Number 1. The handling of Karrion Kross? Failure. Karrion Kross's contract recently expired this August, and even with WWE's supposed interest in re-signing him, Karrion Kross chose not to resign. Allegedly, Karrion was offered another contract from WWE, but his wife Scarlett was not offered a new contract, and Karrion thought the new deal was unfair as it didn't factor into Scarlett's contract. Karrion Kross could still re-sign in the future, but even now, WWE's handling of the Karrion Kross has been a failure. Karrion Kross has been gathering numerous fan support for months, as he always shines in his backstage segments. And honestly, that was all he could do, as they didn't have him do anything else. Nevertheless, they did decide to appease the fans a little by giving Karrion Kross a match with Sami at Night of Champions. And of course, Karrion Kross loses. And sure, Sami does have major fan support in Saudi Arabia. So, okay. Then Karrion and Sami fight again on Raw and Karrion wins. And it actually seemed like maybe creative had something in store for Karrion Kross. So then they decided to give him a match at SummerSlam, which of course would be a must-win for Karrion Kross. And that's to be established as someone that's being taken serious, especially by beating someone like Sami Zayn. But he loses. And Triple H and WWE's lack of creativity is the key drive in why there was no real plans for Karrion Kross despite fan support. It seems like Triple H only values meaningful storylines when there's a title involved. And even then, the storylines aren't even always that good. I mean, Karrion Kross could have easily had a storyline with him being the reason for other superstars' heel turns, whether it was the New Day or Sami Zayn. But instead, opportunities and time continues to be wasted. And this is why WWE's handling of Karrion Kross has been a failure. Number 2. The New Day's heel run. Failure. The New Day shocked the world on December 2nd last year when they not only turned heel, but turned heel on Big E and kicked him out of the New Day. The start of the New Day's heel run couldn't have been better, as it was a perfect twist from the hints of only one of them would turn on the other, not both of them turn heel. But this is just another perfect example of having a good idea, but not thinking it all the way through. The New Day's heel run is a failure for a couple of reasons. Number 1, the lack of planning to at least have Big E be a part of the weekly shows by at least managing another team is a mistake. If Big E can't be a part of their heel journey in some capacity, it automatically limits it, because it limits the big payoff that should happen, which is Big E somehow knocking some sense into both of them. And 2, the lack of teams makes it hard for the New Day to even establish a compelling heel run. I mean, they're mainly chicken shit heels that avoid every tag team defense that comes their way. And this is the true failure of Triple H and WWE when it comes to the New Day's heel run. Triple H, TKO, and WWE failed the New Day by not keeping credible teams in the tag division and not taking the tag division serious. And at this point, it seems Triple H is okay with the New Day just dropping comedic stuff every week instead of making the heel run more effective. R-Truth into Ron Killing's evolution? Failure. R-Truth was originally released from WWE on June 1st, and the reaction from the WWE community, whether it was the IWC or actual wrestlers, was sadness and animosity. WWE eventually came to their senses as the backlash from R-Truth's release caused them to bring him back at Money in the Bank, where he cost John Cena and Logan Paul their tag match. And the character that returned was an evolution of R-Truth. He was Ron Killings. He was more serious and he wanted people to put more respect on his name. Unfortunately, Triple H didn't have any real plans for Ron Killings, even during his return, as he not only didn't get any real revenge on John Cena, something he was trying to do so badly, but also disappeared off television weeks at a time. And then when John Cena randomly turned back babyface, Ron Killings turned back into R-Truth. I mean, even though Triple H never really had substantial plans for Ron Killings even during his return, this is still a failure by him by not taking full advantage of the momentum R-Truth had. I mean, R-Truth didn't have to win the championship, but something more substantial than what he did was needed. John Cena's heel run. Failure. John Cena shocked the world when he turned heel at Elimination Chamber and sided with The Rock against Cody Rhodes. But logically, the heel turn continued to not make sense afterwards. First, it was about selling his soul. Then it was about him being mad at the fans because he got booed almost a decade ago or something like that. Then when he fought CM Punk, Cena turned into CM Punk, then turned back into a babyface like a month later. The complete lack of logic and creativity in Cena's heel turn tells me as an audience member that they didn't have any substantial plans for the heel run. It just seems like Triple H just wanted to throw something at the wall and hope nobody thought of the why. Which means long-term storytelling is bullshit. I mean, WWE could have ran with numerous good storylines to make Cena's heel run more authentic, but wasted 6 months of Cena's retirement tour for nostalgia. And yeah, you might like nostalgia, cool, but when the euphoria is over with, what do you have left? Number 5. The Rock's final boss heel run. Failure. The Rock was originally planning to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, but that plan fell through due to the fans demanding Cody face Roman instead. Fans did not like The Rock coming in and hijacking the main event of WrestleMania after being missing for most of the year, especially after Cody won the Royal Rumble. And the result of it was great. The Rock ended up taking advantage and The Rock turned heel and became the final boss. And the final boss wreaked havoc on Cody during the build-up to WrestleMania, and the match delivered in the end. But then, after WrestleMania, things went downhill. The Rock once again left when his heel character had momentum, which was a mistake, and Triple H and WWE's lack of creativity when it comes to bringing even more out of The Rock's heel character helped push it downhill. The Rock could have become this generation's Vince McMahon, minus the immoral shit that he used to do. I mean, if The Rock would have continued to present himself as the boss of the company, the guy who's on the TK board and calls the shots, that would have propelled his heel persona into being one of the best. Instead, WWE had him return at Bad Blood, give a stupid hand gesture people swear was a part of long-term storytelling, and then have John sell his soul, and then disappear again. So even with the potential The Rock's final boss heel run had to be, the inconsistency when it comes to it makes it a failure. So there you guys have it. That's 5 major failures from Triple H and WWE. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. And also let us know if there's another failure you thought of. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman from the Two Small Marks Wrestling Show. I'll see you next time. I'm out.